But no, get out of here!
Wow, so you're an artist? Because I have to exercise.
Number 20, Jordan Fischer. It's fitting that Jordan Fischer appeared in an episode called I Speed Date, as his screen time flies by in the blink of an eye. In order to get through a long line of gentlemen callers who wish to take Carly to the dance, the gang has a speed dating event. Among the possible suitors is Fischer's Clark. Each guy is given 15 seconds to make an impression. After less than 10 seconds with Clark, however, Spencer decides that he's not the kind of guy he wants dating his little sister.
Kevin. Freddie. So tell me about you, Kevin.
Well,
although his appearance here is brief, Fischer would soon land more prominent roles in franchises like Teen Beach Movie and To All the Boys.
Before 6th grade, pretty much everybody called me John.
He also shined in Broadway productions like Hamilton and Dear Evan Hansen. Number 19, Chord Overstreet. Fischer wasn't the only rising star who took part in iCarly's speed dating session. In the same episode, Freddie, on Carly's behalf, interviews a hunk named Eric. Given his crush on Carly, Freddie doesn't want any of the possible candidates to outshine him. Upon learning that Eric is a former model and the lead singer in a band, Freddie gives him a hard pass.
But no, get out of here!
wow, so you're an artist? Because
If Eric looks familiar, that's because he's played by Chord Overstreet in his television debut. Overstreet would rise to fame a year later as Sam Evans on Glee. It's interesting how Eric foreshadowed Sam's character arc.
Baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 no, like.
Not only would Sam form a one-man band saluting Justin Bieber, but he also pursued a career in male modeling. Number 18, Plain White Tees.
A world-famous band is gonna perform live, right here, right now. So please welcome the Plain White Tees!
Speaking of really cool bands, a few singing groups have crossed paths with the iCarly gang. Plain White Tees was among the first, appearing in season 1. When lead singer Tom Higginson is almost crushed by a giant menu board at a mall, Spencer comes to his rescue. Higginson returns the favor by autographing Spencer's back and getting the Plain White Tees to perform on iCarly. Although Neville nearly spoils everything, Carly ends his reign of terror through her military connections.
Taking a chance for one another, finally it's our time now.
Higginson also gave Spencer's socks a ringing endorsement. Between this guest spot and their song Hey There Delilah going platinum, 2007 was an eventful year for them.
Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh.
Number 17, The Pawn Stars.
These won't cut through the old man's toenails.
Then use something else. Use your teeth.
Good call.
I was kidding.
You never know what you're gonna find in a pawn shop, be it a potato chip shaped like Texas, the First Lady's DNA, or Gibby's head. You might even come across somebody famous. On a road trip to bail Sam's mom out of jail, the gang drops by the world-famous gold and silver pawn shop to come up with the funds.
Maybe I shouldn't sell that one-of-a-kind potato chip.
You guys done with the really bad acting?
While there, they encounter Rick Harrison, Corey Big Hoss Harrison, and Austin Chumlee Russell. These three are known for the reality series Pawn Stars, which had already been on the air for a few years. It's the Pawn Stars who are starstruck by the iCarly crew, however.
Whoa, no way, you guys. iCarly. Oh my God.
Number 16, James Maslo. Nothing can come between Carly and Sam, most of the time. In this case, it's a boy named Shane who turns the friends into competitors. Carly and Sam try to see who can get a kiss from their mutual crush first. Deciding he doesn't want to be a part of their little contest, Shane leaves in frustration. He's so angry that Shane forgets to look where he's walking.
You girls call me when you learn to be a little more
It's unclear how long it took Shane to wake up from his accident.
How long before he's up and around?
Hard to say. Could be 3, 4.
days?
Weeks?
Maybe 5.
When he did come to, though, we like to think he changed his name to James and started a boy band. In all seriousness, this marked James Maslow's acting debut, paving the way for Big Time Rush and the band of the same name.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Number 15, Lucas Crookshank.
Don't touch it!
People seem to either love or hate Lucas Crookshank, better known as Fred Figglehorn. That division is explored in season 2 of iCarly. Well, kind of. In this episode, Freddie is the only one who doesn't understand Fred's appeal.
I just said I didn't think his videos were all that funny. He's the one who overreacted and started this whole brouhaha.
While Freddie probably wouldn't be alone in real life, everyone in the show's universe praises Fred's unique brand of humor. Nevertheless, Freddie's negative reception causes Fred to quit.
Look, Freddie's really sorry that he hurt your feelings.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that from the guy in the Bumblebee shirt.
Of course, this turns out to be a publicity stunt to raise Fred's viewers, as well as iCarly's.
Okay, I get it. The real problem here is that you're insane!
The stunt apparently worked, as Fred went on to star in 3 movies and a short-lived TV series.
Get ready. It's coming. Hold on.
So, a Nickelodeon show about a web series helped an actual internet star get his own Nickelodeon show. Number 14, Randall Park.
All right, class, everyone please sit.
Randall Park's star has significantly risen as of late with sitcoms like Fresh Off the Boat, movies like Always Be My Maybe, and his role as Agent Jimmy Woo in the MCU.
James E. Woo, FBI.
Before he broke out, Park made several memorable guest appearances on various shows, including iCarly.
Hey, Mr. Palladino, can you staple these papers together?
Certainly, Gibby.
Park played Mr. Palladino, one of the teachers at Ridgeway Junior High School. In order to join his friends in detention for a special episode, Freddie steals Palladino's stapler. Well, steal might be too strong a word, as Freddie doesn't even take it out of the classroom.
That's odd. I don't see the stapler anywhere.
I have it.
Wow, you are a maniac.
He essentially returns it to Palladino, who doesn't even think about punishing Freddie. If Freddie wanted detention, he should have put the stapler in Jell-O. It's what Jim Halpert would have done.
Who am I? I'm Jim. We've been working together for 12 years. Weird joke, Dwight.
You're not Jim.
Number 13, Taran Killam.
I'm Agent Kinsey. These are Agents Farrow and Morris.
We'll talk more about this episode's biggest guest star in a little bit. For now, though, tell us if you recognize one of her Secret Service agents.
This is about your recent webcast.
That's right, Agent Kinsey is none other than Taran Killam, who's no stranger to Nickelodeon. Killam is perhaps best remembered for playing Spaulding in the Amanda Show segment Moody's Point.
Moody, I don't understand.
No one will ever understand.
He also popped up in the second episode of Drake and Josh as Trevor, who hooks the boys up with a dune buggy.
I just came to see how the dune buggy's coming.
Like another Nickelodeon star we'll discuss later down the line, Killam eventually became a cast member on Saturday Night Live. Ironically, Killam went from playing the First Lady's bodyguard to impersonating the future president of the United States.
Yeah, like everybody, live from New York, it's Saturday Night!
Number 12, Austin Butler.
I think you accidentally threw this at my head.
Before he played James Garrett on Zoe 101, but after he was a background character on Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, Austin Butler appeared as Carly's crush, Jake.
You're Carly Shay, right?
Yeah, yes, I am. How do you know my name?
From your web show.
Carly is so infatuated with Jake that she allows him to sing on the show. She quickly comes to regret this, as it turns out Jake doesn't have a musical bone in his body.
My miracle, just take the time that you need.
The irony is that Butler has enjoyed some success as a singer. He's even set to play Elvis Presley in a biopic directed by Baz Luhrmann. That's not the only real-life person in Butler's filmography, as he also played Tex Watson in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Go get him and bring him into the living room.
Of course, a few creative liberties are taken with Tex's fate. Number 11, Victoria Justice. In the season 2 finale, Harley is persuaded to participate in a cage fight for charity. Her opponent is Shelby Marks, played by Victoria Justice, who makes the fight personal when she's led to believe that Carly intentionally pushed her grandma.
I fell! I was pushed!
You tackled my grandmother. Listen! I was gonna take it easy on you, but now you're going down. Hard.
At this point in her career, Justice had already appeared as Lola Martinez on Zoe 101 and in the Nickelodeon TV movie Spectacular. Less than a year after her appearance on iCarly, Justice took center stage as Tori Vega on the Nick sitcom Victorious.
Listen, I'm here with some of my friends.
including Kat and Jade. Pretty girls, right?
Oh, yes.
Another year down the line, the iCarly crew would have a crossover with the kids from Hollywood Arts High School. While it's noted that Tori and Shelby share a resemblance, the episode brushes over the fact that they're essentially doppelgangers.
She looks like that Shelby Marks chick you fought.
Yeah, but this girl's way hotter.
Number 10, Drake Bell. Carly Shay may be Miranda Cosgrove's most iconic TV role, but her Nickelodeon days started as Megan Parker on Drake and Josh.
What's wrong?
She's just so cute.
As Drake's biological sister and Josh's stepsister, Megan frequently stole the show. When Cosgrove made the leap to leading lady, it was only a matter of time until one of her bros made a cameo. In a special blooper episode, Drake wanders into the Shay apartment, mistaking Carly for Megan.
Hey, Megan. Who's she?
Drake inquires about Josh's whereabouts, as well as who all these strange characters are.
Where's Josh? Where's Mom and Dad? What?
While Bell isn't on screen for long, he also did sing backup for the iCarly theme song. So, in a way, we guess you could argue that he contributed to every episode. Number 9, Keenan Thompson. iCarly's crossover with Victorious also marked a homecoming for Keenan Thompson. Before he was the longest-running SNL cast member, Keenan got his start on the Nickelodeon sketch comedy series All That.
Now, there's a lot of things you can use to add flavor. Onions, peppers, but today we're gonna use chocolate.
Keenan and his co-star Kel Mitchell went on to appear in their own sitcom, as well as the theatrical comedy Good Burger.
Not a chicken. R2, Dexter's a chicken. Chicken, moo, moo.
iParty with Victorious was the first Nickelodeon project to prominently feature Keenan in several years, with Keenan's mansion providing the home base for a massive party. While the party is actually fairly small by Keenan standards, he's perturbed to encounter a stalker in a panda costume.
The panda? You let the panda in my house? No, I've been trying to get rid of the... You know the panda? Man, that freak panda bear's been showing up around me for 3 years now.
Keenan decides to help out with the revenge plot against Stephen Carson, and even gets a solo during the performance of Leave It All to Shine.
It's all for real.
I'm telling you just how I feel.
Number 8, Michelle Obama.
There's someone in here who wants to see you.
Who?
Someone very high up in the United States government.
Oh, who? The president?
Higher.
I'm telling you, there's more. There's way more.
Considering that Victoria Justice and Keenan Thompson already had ties to Nickelodeon, we imagine it wasn't that hard to book them. But how did the show land the then First Lady of the United States? Apparently, this special episode was specifically written with Michelle Obama and her Joining Forces initiative in mind.
Bring it.
Joining Forces was started by Obama and Dr. Jill Biden in an effort to help service members. In the episode, the First Lady is drawn to iCarly, since Carly and Spencer's father is a U.S. Air Force colonel.
I was watching iCarly with my daughters, and I was really touched by how much you love and care about your dad while he's away serving our country.
In addition to raising awareness for Americans in the military and their families, Her Excellency cuts loose with a little random dancing. Number 7, Emily Ratajkowski. Gibby Gibson isn't exactly someone we'd peg as a ladies' man, but he took everyone by surprise in season 3 with the introduction of his attractive girlfriend Tasha.
She's just a friend. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Who is that?
Tasha.
And
if this brunette bombshell looks familiar, that's because she's Emily Ratajkowski, who'd go on to appear in multiple Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues, as well as music videos for Maroon 5 and Robin Thicke. Outside of modeling, Ratajkowski has also appeared in a Super Bowl commercial for Carl's Jr. and played Ben Affleck's mistress in Gone Girl.
I'm not stupid, Nick. I know, sweetie. Did you leave a pair of red panties in my office? I don't know, maybe.
Although Tasha is clearly out of Gibby's league, she practically worships the ground he walks on.
That's Tasha?
Uh-huh.
And you're dating her?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's hit it.
Since Tasha only pops up in a couple of episodes, their relationship is kept fairly vague, which makes it all the more hilarious.
What about me?
You're back in.
Oh, thank you.
Hey. Later.
Okay.
Number 6. Jimmy Fallon. Before taking over The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon played himself in an extended iCarly episode. The special also featured a Tina Fey cameo, providing a mini Weekend Update reunion.
How do I do this?
Just click that box.
I love her so much. You're so knowledgeable.
As a fan of their web series, Jimmy invites the iCarly stars to appear on his late night show. The segment starts off great, with Sam playing her mustached character and Jimmy plugging a screaming Mel Gibson doll. Things take a turn for the worse, however, when Gibby suffers a wardrobe malfunction.
What? Gibby!
The NCC, a parody of the FCC, thus orders iCarly to pay a $500,000 fine, even though their show obviously doesn't have the biggest budget.
$500,000. How are we supposed to get that much money, huh? How?
Oh, give it up. We're not.
Well, then the NCC is gonna shut us down, so goodbye, iCarly.
Fortunately, Jimmy has their backs, helping them raise more than enough cash. What's next? Jimmy meets Good Burger?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Bro? Brother? Whoa!
Number 5. Jane Lynch. For much of the series, Sam's family is something of an enigma, although it's made clear that she doesn't have very nurturing parents.
It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing here?
I'm upset with my mom. We got in another fight, so I packed my bag and came here.
We're given a better glimpse into Sam's dysfunctional home life in season 4, with the introduction of her mother, Pam Puckett.
Mom?
I know who I am.
Who better to play Mrs. Puckett than Sue Sylvester herself, Jane Lynch? If you ever wondered where Sam developed her smart aleck, hostile, borderline criminal tendencies, look no further.
My future's gonna be just fine.
Who told you that? Your parole officer?
Sam and Pam's name-calling eventually escalates into wrestling, but the mother and daughter ultimately come together thanks to some aggressive therapy.
You know, I guess I could have had a worse kid.
You mean that?
I do, and I'm sorry I always haven't been as understanding as I could have been.
While Pam was only mentioned off-screen up until this episode, we developed a strong idea of what she'd be like, and Lynch totally lived up to our expectations. Number 4. One Direction. This boy band was everywhere in the early 2010s, including iCarly. One Direction drops by the set to perform their debut single, What Makes You Beautiful. The song is just one of the episode's highlights, as Sam warms up to Zayn Malik while Gibby tries to give other band members foot massages. The group finds itself down a member when Harry Styles drinks from Carly's water bottle and gets jungle worms. Styles milks his illness so that Carly will continue to wait on him hand and foot.
And could you put warm socks on my feet?
Sure. I'll heat up a pair in the dryer.
What else do you want Carly to do for you? Wash your tour bus?
You'd think that Harry would have personal assistants at his beck and call, but having Carly look after him is admittedly funnier. Fortunately, Styles suddenly feels better once he fears Gibby may be replacing him.
You don't know you're beautiful. No! What? Please, get rid of him. I'm feeling better.
Number 3. Jack Black. Before she was Carly Shay or even Megan Parker, actress Miranda Cosgrove made her film debut as Summer Hathaway in the Jack Black comedy School of Rock.
I can sing.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Summer, belt it.
Memory all alone in the moonlight.
Stop. Okay, good. That's pretty good.
And Black has also frequently collaborated with Nickelodeon, hosting the Kids' Choice Awards on 3 occasions, so it was only a matter of time until he guest starred on iCarly. Nevertheless, it was still quite the treat when Black stormed onto the scene as an overly dedicated cosplayer.
Your stew is good for an amateur.
This costume is an exact representation of a Ruthor.
Yeah, if you're basing it on the beta version.
With Black playing a Spartame and Spencer dressed as a Ruthor, the two turn Webicon into a literal battleground. Fully committing to their World of Warlords roles, the two compete to see which one of them is the true warrior. In the end, though, it's Carly who reigns supreme.
My sister has snatched your brawny jewel.
Number 2, Emma Stone. By 2012, Emma Stone was on the cusp of superstardom, having appeared in Easy A, Crazy Stupid Love, and The Help. Yet the young actress still found the time to drop by the set of iCarly. Stone's character, Heather, is starstruck when she encounters the iCarly crew at an eatery. Actually, starstruck may be putting it lightly, as Heather goes into total superfan mode.
Oh my god, it's iCarly! It's iCarly! Hi! 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 I love you! Hi! I love you! You're the biggest fan in the world!
Screaming in excitement, leaping onto their table, and forcing the gang to take selfies, Heather makes Spencer look like a mature adult by comparison.
I need pics! I need pics right now! I need pics! Hi! Smile!
She even breaks into the men's room to touch Gibby and eat his meatballs. It's not what it sounds like.
Oh my god, meatballs!
I'll do that.
Only a couple of years after making this uproarious cameo, Stone received her first Oscar nomination for Birdman.
You had a career, Dad, before the third comic book movie.
Number 1, Jim Parsons. A month before winning his second Primetime Emmy for portraying Dr. Sheldon Cooper on The Big Bang Theory, Jim Parsons played an even quirkier character on the Season 5 premiere of iCarly. In a role that seems tailor-made for Parsons, he plays an institutionalized patient named Caleb.
Will you quit staring at me?
Please get me some beryllium nitrate and 4 metric tons of ionized quadrazine.
Convinced that he's from the year 2077, Caleb claims that California is going to sink into the ocean, while Carly is destined to become Vice President of the United States.
He's not from the future.
Gibby, you watch your tone. You are speaking to the future Vice President of the United States.
Hey, crazier things have happened in politics. He also says that Ryan Seacrest will be taken by aliens, although we think Caleb might be the real alien.
Hey, Caleb. Caleb. The TV's not on.
Either that, or those neutronium cotton pants have gone to his head.
You can kick me anywhere you want below the waist and I won't feel it.
Why not?
My pants are made of neutronium cotton.